welcome back to part 4 of the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. We're eventually about to fight our first official boss of the game, and actually meet up with the Arms Tech president and get the password from him, assuming he doesn't die. See, Cam, I didn't stand next to C4. Oh man.
Hey, okay.
See, watch, I'm gonna do it
not
again.
It's
I'm gonna do
not
it again.
all a bad
Hey, look, I survived.
Yeah, but you were maybe about not far from the same distance I was. That or you're just packing terrible explosives.
Maybe. I don't know.
Your explosives must have a weak-ass charge on it.
Well, let's see.
He's alive.
President Baker here is stringed up in a C4 trap, so I think we should be careful.
Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
C4.
Don't touch it. It's like a saw trap.
Kind of.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
It's like he's stuck in like a saw trap.
Go up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss.
Revolver guy?
Yep. Revolver Ocelot. This is Liquid Snake's right-hand man.
Pistol Bobcat.
And they make a joke out of that because, well, you'll see after the boss fight. And he loves swinging that goddamn gun.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake.
I mean, if you could, wouldn't you?
That's what I think I look like when I'm playing like any cowboy video game, and I think I'm cool.
It's the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
I think Sam Elliott does it in his house when he's not filming.
God, Sam, for a live-action Metal Gear movie, Sam Elliott would be a perfect Revolver Ocelot.
Now I'll show you why.
Oh man, I can see
that.
I loved it. I love that.
Just get the cast of Tombstone.
This man has a fucking hard-on for revolvers.
He does. He basically has centered his personality around his favorite gun. And I walked in the C4.
Snake!
You idiot!
You idiot!
Alright, let's do the boss fight proper. So, again, Metal Gear's combat is not the greatest in the world, and that's definitely shown in the boss fights. I'm essentially playing Ring Around the Rosie with Ocelot here. Oh yeah, and the game, at least as far as I know, doesn't exactly tell you how to move and shoot at the same time. So what I'm basically doing right here is holding both square and circle, then moving. No, not circle. Square and X, rather. And boss fight done.
You're good. Just what I expected.
Yeah, freaking trying to press circle and square at the same time on a PS1 controller is not
Shot
the
like
most
5 times, and he's perfectly fine.
is not the most comfortable thing in the world. Oh, look at that. Right-hand man lost his right hand.
He survives this.
Camouflage.
Right? Yeah.
You even die right. You were lucky. We'll meet again.
Who's this stealthy boy? Is this Liquid Snake?
I like you. I have no name.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, if you really haven't been paying attention to the plot, the cyborg ninja might catch you off guard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been playing Metal Gear Rising. I expected.
I mean, the entire game of Metal Gear Rising has cyborg ninjas. You are a cyborg ninja yourself.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here's my question: if we got Solid Snake and Liquid Snake, where's Gas Snake?
I'm not one of them.
Well, there is a third snake somewhere.
Where's Plasma Snake?
Plasma Snake.
Yeah, Plasma Snake.
Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question.
I feel like Plasma Snake is just like some sort of form of a Terminator.
Talked.
That sounds cool, actually.
Now the terrorists have both frozen for a long time.
Maybe they should do that in a new Metal Gear game. We're not getting a new Metal Gear game. The series is over.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what? That's fine. I think a whole bunch of video game series are just, you know, meant to have their story be told and just end right there.
Even the DARPA chief? Of course.
That's basically how, like, what, freaking
Code by reading his mind.
a lot of PS1 and PS2 platformers kind of just born and died there. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, all games have their time, and you can tell when, like, a franchise is being milked for all the money that it can produce.
Yeah.
Even though there's not really, the story can't be told anymore if there is a story to begin with. I think Halo's the biggest example of that.
Now his was sliced off.
Because wasn't Halo 3 marketed as, like, the final chapter in the story? And then Halo 4 thing happened?
Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised.
I think it kind of was. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, basically.
Kinda.
Calm down.
Because Halo 4 is the beginning of a new fight.
Yeah.
I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane.
That means they could launch at any moment they want.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
It's not like there's only 3 girls in this entire game or anything.
But
4.
as tough as they come. But how
4?
do you know she is
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Sniper Wolf.
Yeah, Sniper Wolf.
Until I was tied
Yeah.
up here, that is.
There's
'Cause
Meryl.
there's the
Yeah.
there's the niece. Yeah, there's the niece. There's the nurse. There's Sniper Wolf, and then there's Mei Ling.
What freak?
Yeah, the radio person.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mei Ling's the telecom person. Naomi's the doctor. Yeah, Meryl is the Colonel's niece. And Sniper Wolf's the bad guy.
And then Sniper Wolf's the Twitch streamer.
Try to contact
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way?
I think she named herself after the character in this game, but I don't know. I can't find any Metal Gear playthroughs on her channel.
my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Why does Baker look like a poorly rendered Winston Churchill?
I can
Why
see
not?
It's north from here. That's where he worked.
it. It's probably the baldness,
Metal Gear?
maybe.
The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
The baldness in the suit.
The threat
Oh
of
yeah,
nuclear
it
war
does
is
kind of look like a bomber jacket.
that has ever been.
Kind of. It's hard to tell with these PS1 graphics, to be fair. Oh yeah, speaking of PS1 graphics.
Oh, FMC!
Yeah, I like these. Yeah, the FMVs are always presented like this to, like, present the real world theme of what's going on in the world today. And so it's basically footage of all the nuclear silo tests, testing facilities around the world.
Many of the drums are corroded with nuclear waste seeping out.
So yeah, if you couldn't already tell, like, the biggest theme throughout the entire franchise is nuclear war is bad. Very much so.
What? No shit!
Really now, yeah, but
What would it give you that idea?
I don't know, but no, it's like reconstruct the idea. It is a very serious threat. Maybe, like, if you asked me this question about, like, 5 years ago, I'd say we're nowhere near that. We're nowhere near that. But, like, in the world today, with how the world's leaders and basically the conquest of land throughout the entire dawn of time, it's just gotten more and more violent, and pretty much nuclear threat is like the top of the market type of threat. Like, I can't think of anything worse than a nuclear warfare all throughout. And so basically, it's pretty much trying to say this is the way of the world, how it's going to be, but we can make it at least try to make it a peaceful world. And it's been like this for a long time, because again, the prequel trilogy set during the Cold War. That's when nuclear warfare was like at its most tip-top, scariest part of the thing, because that's what the Cold War really meant. It's like both sides were afraid of a war.
That was at its most like hot.
Secret projects
Surprisingly, like, it was where you're like the most scared of. Oh yeah, the other side's gonna kill us if we do one wrong step.
Right.
I mean, that's what they had. Like, they literally had.
We're gone.
Military Oversight Committee.
They during that time they even had like bomb drills where they would like hide under their desk because that protects you from a nuclear bomb.
Right.
But it was just but like I mean
it definitely influenced the culture in many ways via that, especially the hiding under the desks thing in the
I mean they knew that wasn't going to do anything. It was just it was to like make the children think, oh, this is something that might help.
Right, and
because for the children.
Sure, and even with like I suppose back then maybe the thought process was like it's big, but it's also small at the same time, because like it was just the fear and anxiety that really ramped everything up. Maybe not so per se the actual threat itself. Not to say that the actual threat wasn't there, it was, but the entire thing ran cold throughout the entire thing. Ergo, the Cold War. So they would try to calm the children down, make it a big deal, you know.
You know him?
This has all just been one conversation. What we have been watching.
Yeah.
Naomi.
Again, they have both codes. At any point, they could just say, "Hey, nukes."
But isn't it like then? Aren't they like trying to say? Then they say they had like demands.
They did. They have two demands specifically. $1 billion from the government. That's not a lot of money in today's economy, actually. So it's kind of funny looking back at that. But also the remains of Big Boss. And
here's the thing: if they have it, there's also that like deterrent of they don't want to destroy Big Boss's body.
Right.
So they're like, that's also like. Hopefully, this scares them enough to give us the body.
Right.
But I don't think they actually have like complete intentions to do it, unless it's like a last resort.
We'll see.
Now he's dead too. I have no idea.
Because the personal stake in why Solid Snake is here in the first place. Guess who killed Big Boss in the MSX games?
In large doses. For example, potassium chloride or
That's right. Solid Snake. Solid Snake killed Big Boss. So that's why they brought him out of retirement.
More than you can trust me.
The boss.
Gotcha.
Right. And in the MSX games, the Big Boss fight, it's actually pretty fun. You use a flamethrower on him. So yeah, exactly. A makeshift one at that, like a lighter and hairspray.
Nice.
Right. So you might think to yourself, how the frick did they have the remains if Big Boss burned alive? Well, nanomachines.
I'm counting on you.
Makes sense.
Apparently science and just basically I suppose the nanomachine revolution, I guess. I don't know. I just coined that phrase. That's not an actual thing. Because they just happen to recreate the entirety of... Like, they're able to clone Big Boss out of a single strand from his hair. So, that's how. Big Boss is not alive. He's still a rather much dead character. But...
It's just that his clones are alive.
More or less, yes.
On the cat's over there looking, so.
Right. See, it's a very complicated lore.
Infrared sensors. Somehow you'll have to make it past the beams.
If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst.
Oh wait, I forgot about her. there are 5 females in this game.
Women.
Women.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women.
I kind of forgot about Nastasha because she's just the weapons expert, and you don't really talk to her a lot.
No weapons expert.
Well, yeah, because this game doesn't rely on weapons until boss fights.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't show off all of it here because that would be a chore within itself. A lot of the codec conversations are optional. Like, you can call these people anytime you want, and they'll talk about anything that you're doing or not doing.
Snake, why aren't you getting this? Snake, why are you doing that?
Why is it taking forever? Get down to the nuclear storage warhead facility now.
Not stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. Good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here.
And I'll never talk with you again. Or I'm calling right now.
The room is set with infrared sensors. You should be able
I miss you.
cigarette smoke or something.
Sorry, but these are smokeless cigarettes.
You mean those cigarettes that are designed to cut down on secondhand smoke? Oh, well, don't worry.
That's another funny thing with the Metal Gear franchise is there's some anti-smoking propaganda in here, which is kind of funny. And they know they're playing it off as a joke because at this moment in time, we clearly figured out that smoking was indeed not a good thing for the human body. So they kind of play that off.
What a revelation.
What a revelation, right? So yeah, but yeah, in this game you can use the cigarettes to detect the infrared lasers around the place, which is funny.
Yeah.
Your life slowly depletes.
That's funny.
It is very funny. Yeah, and after each boss fight, you get a like the next door card key that you see in the bottom left right there. It's level 2 because I just fought the second boss of the game.
So does this entire game take place in this facility?
Yep.
Cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty small scale, which is nice and probably makes sense for the system limitations of the PS1.
Yeah, it reminds me of like of like Resident Evil 1.
Oh yeah, you're right. Your entire game takes place in the mansion. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they upscaled it for RE2 and RE3 to be outside of the city. I still haven't played the games for myself, but you've played the remakes, right?
I've played the remake of 2.
Okay.
I've played a little bit of the remake of 1. And that's about it.
That's about it.
But yeah, no, the remake for RE2 is really fun. I love equipping the PS1 console skins because I love just seeing like these hyper realistic enhanced backgrounds.
Oh, that's
and then it's
funny.
just Polygon fucking Leon.
I love that.
It's just Derp Leon looking at Ada Wong, just like hello.
I love that. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, no, they even have an alternate skin for Jill called Alexa Walker because originally Jill Valentine wasn't going to be who you played as. It was going to be a racer by the name of Alexa Walker.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that the entirety of Resident Evil 1 can fit into Lady Demetre's ass is amazing.
Yeah, I've been saying that a lot.
That is how you know we've come far with technology.
Right, yeah, we have come very far with technology.
When an entire game can fit in the dump truck ass of a character, you know we're doing something right.
I suppose, I guess. RE8 fans be like, freaking... what is that?
Horny. That's what they be like.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me think of like where like what the next step of the like gaming is per se, because I've been thinking about it a lot. It's like the transition from 2D to 3D was like probably the hugest thing ever. Damn it, was not expecting that. And then when the transition from the N64 to the GameCube, basically it just took the very like what we're seeing here, PS1 graphics. It's very rough polygons. And so when they had to smooth all those up a bit for the PS2 era.
Correct.
So,
they have to add more polygons.
yeah, and make character models look like actual humans per se. Like the people here look kind of lanky. Like their arms are rectangles. So we eventually got to a point where they weren't like that, and then finally widescreen and HD was probably the last thing. So maybe is 4K, like I know 4K is already a thing, but it's like that's probably the latest revolution.
Well, now
right?
with Unreal Engine 5, we're getting into like full-on realism.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by full-on realism?
So as a promotional material for the series for the next gen consoles and for the most recent Matrix movie, they released a downloadable project called the Matrix Experience in Unreal Engine 5. And so they created a experience for you to play through using Unreal Engine 5, where you cannot tell real life from video game.
Huh.
Yeah, there was a video that came out a while ago from this like Japanese person who they had this like Unreal Engine 5 video of this like train station or whatever, and I've seen a bunch of people like videos of people reacting to it, and like if you looked at it like first glance, you didn't have any context, like you would not think it was made in a game engine. It straight up looks like real life.
Huh. Fascinating.
Yeah, no. So it's only a matter of time before like big like AAA companies and developers get their hands on Unreal Engine 5 and actually we see games being made in it.
Gotcha. Clue from Tron.
Yeah, seriously, we're getting close to shit like that actually happening with Unreal Engine 5.
How many years until we get the real world plot of the Sword Art Online?
God.
Why did you do it in the first place? Oh, I forgot.